Welcome to episode 23 of making a game in Corona Labs' Corona SDK. Just checking the audio. Looks like it's good. And now let's get started. So remember, go to TylerMakes.com and check out the stuff that I make, or my YouTube, or my Twitter, or Twitch, wherever you like to find videos. You can find the rest of this series. There's actually a convenient playlist. If I knew better how to navigate. Oh, no, this is not my normal account. Anyway, this is episode 23. There's a playlist which
Let's
this
make a game
should.
Corona
Let's
SDK.
cut that off. Oh, look at that! You can even, when you're watching it, you can see that I'm live on Twitch. That's neat. Where is the playlist? Well, there's a playlist somewhere around here. If you go to my site, here's how you can do it. Remember, like, subscribe, follow, etc. Do all the things. Here you go. Here's my playlist. These are all automatically uploaded to this playlist, so you can go and start from one and go through all the episodes and learn all the good stuff. And then, as always, they link over to my GitHub, where you can actually just grab the code if you want to just grab the code. So feel free to go check that out and do whatever you want with it. It would be cool if you let me know so that I can share what's going on with it. And it's just a confidence boost. It lets me know that what I'm doing is actually helping someone, which I appreciate because that's why I do it. Okay, so today we're going to start where we left off last week, which was we were adding the ability to have these 3 different save files, and if you want to make a new game but your files are full, you have to override them. You can pick one to override. Otherwise, you can go out and load a game. Boom. Go drop some strawberries. Now here's the one thing, so now I'm out of strawberries here or whatever. Let's go ahead and refresh. If I load any of these games, we're going to go with this one that obviously wasn't it. Or maybe it was it. I don't even remember which one it was that I clicked. But anyway, if you go to any of these, they all have the same garden. So we have to go fix that because basically we just have one garden that everybody's using, and we don't want that. So I also want to go just grab some strawberries out here so that these are different, because it's not immediately obvious that these are saving differently until you have different amounts of strawberries. Then you can actually see they're all different. Okay, so we got to go take a look at our garden. Our garden isn't saved on a per save file basis, so that is what we need to do. So what we want to take a look at is here. We're just going to search our code base. And we want to find where our garden is saved. So let's see, bulk game settings. It's just the player data. This looks like a garden file name. That's the deal. Okay, so garden file name actually needs to be different depending on which file you're in. And it was nice of us to make it a variable, because now we can actually edit it. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a look at this. current save file. It's actually just a number, so that's good. That'll make this easy. What we'll do is we will just go. Well, this is going to be super simple, and then we're going to move on to something else. That's pretty funny. Where were we? Garden file name. Put get garden file name. And we're going to go save that. Get garden file name. And this is going to be as simple as self.garden file name appending self.current save file. And that's what we're going to return. Which is great. Okay. There we go. That should be it, actually. So let's. That's not quite it, because we are going to have to look at loading. So let's take a look at where garden file name has been used. There we go. We're going to change this to get garden file name. My guess is that this is going to break our current save files because that file doesn't even exist. So let's go through and make a new game. We're going to call this one Hello 1. Yes. Okay, so we got our blueberries. Let's plant our garden. All 5 blueberries. We're going to go out and get 1 strawberry and come right back. Okay, that's what we got. Okay, now we're going to refresh, make a new game, start this one. I'm going to call this one Hello 2 now. Okay, it's got 5 blueberries. We're going to put 2 of them out. And we're going to go out here, got a couple of strawberries, and then we're going to head right back. And then we're going to plant 1 strawberry. Okay, now let's go back. Oop, no, we don't want to do that. We're going to go load 1. Hey, that looks right. Still growing those 5. Now let's go back to Hello 2. Looks good. There we go. And let's call this one Hello 3. And let's go get a bunch of stuff. It lags a little bit there. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Let's bring this over here. That might have to do with the fact that we are probably still saving all the time when we don't need to, which we will eventually change. So yeah, there we go. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Awesome. Okay, so let's go to this guy. Let's harvest all these. That was interesting. Oh, I was looking at the strawberries, but I forgot that they weren't all strawberries. Some of them were blueberries, but unfortunately we are only using the strawberry art, I think. And then we have blueberry art. I don't think we're using it yet, so we should make that happen. At least for starters. Okay, load game. 2. Load game. See Hello 3. Yeah, see, they're all strawberries, but if I do these, those are blueberries, and these are strawberries. Okay, awesome. And there you have it. We're done. Just kidding. That's what I wanted to start with today, was getting the saving actually dependent on what save file you have. So now we actually have legitimate save files that you can go and overwrite or continue to play. So that's awesome. So now let's move on to making the art different dependent on which one. So that would probably be something in here. Currently we just have like the last frame being different. If you look at our growing, let's go take a look at the assets real quick. This is the initial stage that you planted it. It's just some dirt. Then, actually, I think that's just dirt, and that's just there. And then here's dirt with the plant in it, growing, and then growing more, and then you have these kind of final states, which are different. So that's gonna change eventually. But for now, well, actually, so what we probably should do is go through and actually make that work. So what I mean by that is that we should make, we should actually define all three graphics, like all the stages of it, in code now, so that if when we have something that is not these little bushes, right, like it's a tree or something, it'll still work. So where do we want to go? We want to go look at our forest tiles. No, not our forest tiles. We want to be looking at our garden tiles. Farm tile, that's what they're called. Naming can be difficult, as you will often change the names of things as you firm up exactly what they are, and then it'll be annoying to go back and alter the names, or you'll do like most projects like this one and just use whatever name you had to begin with and hope that you can just remember what they are. Okay, anyway, so let's see, it's got its different states. Great, sprite sheet, here we go. Okay, so all we have to do is make this. Okay, so there are 5. Oh yeah, this state is not. This is just the ground. Oh, let's just put, to make it easy on us, and then we want. Oh, nope, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons right now. Let's get the bulb game. Settings. Okay, so looking at these guys, what we're gonna need let's go art states. Okay, so the only ones we're using right now are strawberries and blueberries, so I just want to take a look at those. That way we can test this out and figure out if it is what we want or not. So this is gonna go, I think it's plant info dot art state. Remember, Lua is 1 based. Is that right? That's where we get tile name from. Plant info tile name. That looks right. What I hate about these things is that we're about to make a change that won't necessarily even indicate anything to us, right? Because those are all blueberries. Okay, because we didn't make a change that actually is visible. Because if we set these correctly, it's not going to change. It's going to be exactly what it was before, which it looks like it is, which is a good thing. Now, however, we can make a change that is visible, which should be pretty simple, which is that these harvest, oh, haha. That was 2, 3, 4. We also need 5. So let's save that. Let's go back here. 5, and then this one should be 6. Our sprite sheet is set up as I expect our sprite sheet to be set up. Hey, look at that, 2 different types. That's awesome. Now I won't be looking at them and wondering why they are the wrong ones. Okay, so now let's just watch the grass grow. So we're going to see that these will go through the states that we've defined, and they will grow as we expect to be the different things. Now, they grow at different speeds, of course, so they're a little bit off in that regard. I think, maybe not. We have a timer set to indicate how long it takes them to grow, so they can grow at different speeds, even if they're not. Anyway, as we watch this to see if it works, I would just like to point out one of the things I was reflecting on today is that this game has made a lot of progress very quickly, and I think that's in large part because I am streaming it, which is kind of cool. It means that, it's that kind of like subtle pressure of knowing that you're streaming that means that you do your work more efficiently. So I would just recommend that people who, want to really kind of buckle down and get stuff done, try streaming your game, or your project, whatever it is, because it's you can't really mess around. It's kind of weird if you're just sitting here, surfing the internet or something instead of building your game. Okay, so great, art works. That is excellent. So that's another task down on our list. Let's go look at our to-do list. We're just killing stuff today. It's great. So we have save, load, start new game. We need to make okay, so let's look at some of this stuff. Got some basic game menus. What we need is exit button, and we also need, let's do this, the save load your current location. So what we want is, if you're playing the game, we want to send you, well, there's a couple things. We want, if I load the game, let's say I go to Hello 2, and I go out to the forest, right? Now, remember, think that like I'm on an iPad or something. Here I am in the forest, restart, go to load game, Hello 2. Look, I'm back in the forest. And I had to go through that whole loading screen and everything. What we're going to do instead is actually load you back up from where you left off. So what we want is, if I'm already in this game, I want to load here, and I actually want to load exactly where I was when I left. So that'll be good. So in order to do that, we're going to have to save some more information. So that's part of what we're going to work on today. We do want to eventually get to that. Update menu with forest actions. Yeah, there's forest actions, and there's the death of the player in the forest. We'll get to those. We've done a bit of loading image assets, but not completely. We still have like menus and everything. Okay, cool. So let's get started with that. So we got this. That's good. So first off, let's take a look at saving where we left off. Now I want to just take a look at the current status of our save file. This is our base save file. Keeps track of map names, which has to do with the development. Eventually that's gonna be hard coded because you're not gonna be building forest levels, although at some point maybe we will allow super users to go in and edit their forest levels or make new ones to play around with it. That's one of those things. It's always great to make an editor for yourself to make it easier to build content. And once you've done that, sometimes it's not a large leap to package it up and allow your users to use it so they can make their own cool stuff. So here we have our save files, which currently just have a name and an empty. So what we actually want to do here is we want to record which one is current. Look, we already have a current save file. Cool, so we can jump right into that. And then we're going to want to save the location that you're at in the save file. Although that will probably not save here, actually. We'll probably save it in the file itself, which will be good. So let's take a look at loading right off the top. Now I'm going to load that stuff here. What we're going to actually want is when you go to this main Lua scene, like we're going to want to show like a loading screen or something. That's one of those things that we'll get to eventually when we're doing kind of more of the polish end of stuff once we've gotten a lot more done. Okay, so we've loaded our game. So what we can actually do is let's take a look at when you select. No, that's not right. I can't remember what those files are called. We have our start menu, there we go. That's not what I want. I want save name scene. Okay, it's gonna go to bulb game scene and it's gonna, this is gonna be key. Okay, so it's not in build mode. Our bulb game settings should have a current save file. What is it to start with, though, when we very first start? That's not good. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. If bulb game settings dot save files, bulb game settings dot current save file. So what we're doing right now is we're looking at the save files data, which we keep, and we just want to make sure that it's not empty. So actually, yeah, we're just gonna do that. If it's empty, then we're gonna go to the main scene. Else, that's interesting. So what I'm thinking about is that when you're on the main menu, you are, for instance, if I exited to the main menu, let's say that I actually had the option to do so. Here, it still says that I have a current game, a current save file saved, right? So I'm a little reluctant to do something like change this to just 0 when you're out here, because then it's these potential error states where that is not, it doesn't correspond to an actual save file, and if we accidentally try to do that, we will break things. But the alternative is to add a variable for in-game. So why don't we do that? That's going to be easy enough. So at the start, that's fine. Not done yet. At the start, in-game, it's going to be false, of course. Okay, so before we save, since we're about to go to that scene, let's do okay, well, so we're also going to need a thing of like, hey, when you go back to the main menu, we're going to have to set in-game equal to false. But for now, we're going to start by sending it right into a game. Okay, so if you're in a game and the save file is not empty, then we're gonna go send you into that game. Okay. Sorry, I'm distracted by a GIF of a hedgehog running around and somebody put in 3D coins on the video. It's like, looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. That is a great GIF. Maybe the best. I have to cover it up. It's too distracting. Okay, so see what I said about distractions? This is how you get sucked away if you're not streaming on a feed. So this is going to go to the bulb game scene. It's also going to have to load. Which actually, we should have just looked at the bulb load scene. Load game. That index, I believe, is its save file. Selected index is yeah. This is, of course, old game settings dot current save file. Awesome. Okay, so if it's in game, whoop. Again, I just swap these and then I alter the wrong ones. So if you're in a game and the save file is valid, as in it's not empty, then load that save file and go to the scene. Cool. Hopefully we are almost there. Where is the bracket that I have screwed up? 65. In bulb game settings. Always forgetting that comma. Always, always, always. Wait, that gets the game data. Do we need to save? Load game. Yeah, sets that certain. That's fine. Sets it up from the game data. This is what I was looking for. Setup from data. Goals main data in game. Yeah, this setup from data should live up here next to get game data. It's a little more obvious. Okay, so we're not in a game now. Sent us to the menu. So let's go to hello 1. Cool. Let's refresh. Okay, so it broke. Okay, so let's take a look at this. That's part of it, is that over here in the save name scene, we're setting in-game to true and saving. But we are not doing that here in the loading scene. So when it actually goes to a game screen, we want to save that you're in the game. Okay, so let's try that out again. We're gonna go to hello 1, refresh. Hey look, we refresh and we go straight into hello 1. Now we're stuck because we can't get out. So let's add an exit to main menu. Now the question is, do I want to put it here or here, or do I want to put it everywhere? I think we want to just put it everywhere because it is going to be a normal thing. Now, one of the things I'm thinking about is, oh yeah, so if you go to the menu scene, so let's go straight to the menu scene first. Menu scene. Oh, that's right. We don't have a menu class. We just did it all here in the menu scene. We may change that later if we find that we need to. But one of the nice things is whenever it's shown this place, we want to set in-game to false. Because if you're on the menu, then you are not in a game. Right? Right. So let's make sure that that is the case. So I wonder if my download speed has dropped. Oh, can't check. Twitch is acting up. Hopefully uploading the stream is still working. But we'll verify in a second. Anyway, so we're gonna save that you're out of a game whenever you're on this menu system. Now we need the ability to actually send you to the menu system. So let's go look at the forest UI. Oh wait, not the forest UI. Let's go to the game UI. No, what did we call it? So there's bulb builder UI. Oh, you know what? I bet it's just UI. Bulb UI, yes. Consistency would be awesome. Okay, so we want to add one of our handy dandy tools. I would like it to be at the bottom, but unfortunately we're not going to have that. So here's our tool definitions. Oh, interesting. We do it from the game. So we need to go look at our game. Tool definitions. Here we go. Two. This one is going to be exit. Let's make that like a middling gray, I guess. Actually, yeah, let's go a little darker, maybe. Okay, now we have to remember how our whole system works. So that's a tool, bulb store tool. It creates an action, I think, which then eventually comes back to here. I think if we just go look at shovel, no. Where do we connect the actions? So we got our tools. Let's take a look at bulb store tool. Got a view with its name. Oh, you know what? We don't have like sanitized nice names, do we? Just is what it is. Well, okay, that's fine. Exit will work for now. Okay, so we select tool, right? Yeah, self name. It should do select tool. Yep. Type. That gets dispatched. Ah, yeah, here we go. We don't have to actually do anything because we know that there is not anything else. Oh, you know what? We want to keep this guy around. Alright, so if the type is exit, then we're going to go to menu scene. Alright, let's see if that works. Boom, menu. Alright, now we refresh. Hey, it's working. Then we go to 2. Yep, 2 looks good. We can refresh, right back into 2. We can exit, refresh, we're right back here. Go into hello 1. Perfect. Awesome, so there we go. So now you have the ability to exit. We just have to add these to our other scenes. Now, yeah, I mean, I guess of course we're gonna have to do this with the farm tile. The forest tiles. Even though you shouldn't really be exiting the forest. I don't yet know how we're going to change that, but we'll figure it out. Eventually we will do something with that. Because basically, you know, you should be highly discouraged from exiting when you're in the forest. Because there's some recovery that has to happen. Or alternatively, maybe we just let you come back right where you were out in the forest and you can just continue or return home. That will be something to decide during playtesting. Okay, so select tool. Great. Actually, we can just whoop. It's not what we wanted. Okay, paste there. Great. Okay. Exit. Oh, whoop. Yeah, this old one is the home screen. That we're not doing that at all. Or at least, are we? I don't remember if we were. No, yeah, you go home like this. Although I wonder if that's relying on this. Oh, we'll find out in a second. Okay, cool. So we can go here. Can we go back? Yes, we can go back. Great. Okay, so we just need to add it as a tool to our tool definitions. Tools. Oh, I'm looking right at it. I don't want the build thing to push down all the other stuff. And build is not like a thing that's just for us testing, so. Okay, that did not add a tool. Interesting. Why did that not work? Tools 1, tools 2. And we're adding exit regardless. Interesting. Oh wait, we're looking at the forest. Whoops. 199. Oh, that's annoying. I messed something up. probably around that if statement that I pasted. If, then, oh, this needs to be else if, like this. Okay, let's go look at the forest. Great, we're out in the forest. We can go get some strawberries. Cool, head back. Let's exit. Hey, we exited. Now, of course, the next thing we want to do is actually load you up exactly where you left off, but for now, this is fine. So let's go look at the home. It's the one place we have left, I believe. Let's go look at our tools. One day we'll get rid of these comments, but not today. Cool. Now we just need this. Exit. Looks good. Remember, don't copy and paste, kids. There's probably a nicer way to do this, to put it all in one place, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Sometimes you cut corners. And there we go. We can exit from here. Great. So now you can exit from any location. Perfect. And you can load into any of these games. And go about your business. Exit here. And go here. Ooh, interesting. That looks like a surprisingly similar garden. Oh, the garden is the same in all of these. Something is wrong with that. How did... Now, the question I'm having is... Did we just override all the gardens? Oh, wait, here. Let's go. Level 1. We're going to shovel a couple of those. Exit. Now we're going to refresh. We're going to load hello 3. Okay. Now, we're going to load, well, actually, we're going to refresh. Then we're going to load hello 1. Yep, it's good. Now, let's exit 1 and go into 3. Now it has overridden it. Okay, so there's something that we're doing where we are accidentally overriding when we exit. That would be good to fix. Okay, so let's think about that. So it's a situation where we're loading the scene. We're loading the selected index. Huh. The selected index should be different. This is interesting. Because the question is, when are we actually accidentally saving over a different file? Oh. Here we go. We're loading the game. But we're not... Are we setting the... Yeah, we're setting the current save file to that. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to print loading. And we're going to print this should help us figure out when we're doing the wrong thing. Okay, so we're loading and saving 3, right? Great. Now I exit. I'm gonna load game, go to 1. Look, we're loading 1 and we're saving 1. Yep, that saves 1. Cool. Now we're gonna exit. Refresh. Yep, 1 is still secure. Refresh. Oop. Gotta exit. Refresh. Let's go to 3. Yep, looks good. Now, here's what we're gonna do. So we load the game, hello 1. It's loading 1, great. Exit. Load game. 3. Now, it says it's loaded 3, but it didn't. Okay, so and now it just saved over it. So that's the interesting thing. So I think that we need to look at is whether or not when we are loading, it's actually saving over, because maybe it's not. So let's go look at this. Load game, saving container, load file, setup game from data. Player data. That does not look like our garden. When do we load our garden? That's the problem. Kinda don't like that we load our garden elsewhere. Let's go look at that. Yeah, that's definitely the issue, is when we load our garden. So let's close all these others. It's in here somewhere. No, that's in our map. Okay. This is not what we want to do at all. So we create it. When we create it, we load. Interesting. Okay, so this is what I want to see. It's gonna get a little trickier if we're not remaking the map, because if we don't remake the map, then that's gonna cause some nasty issues. Okay, so created map, garden 3. Great. Go to 1. See, there's no creating of the map. That is a problem. Okay, so when we exit to the main menu, what's happening? So we should be getting a new map and a new player data, etc. So let's go look at that. So when we load a game, set up from game data. So that changes the player data. But where's our map in all this? Yeah, we just set up the game data. Our map, however, is not created from data in the same way. And our map continues to exist. So we want to recreate our map when we have a new level. Well, let me just think about this. So there's a few different ways we can do it. As always, we can make it so that when you enter this, we can check to see if the map is the map for the correct level. We can reload it there. Another thing would be to save the map, say, in the game settings and have it built from data in the game settings and then referenced here. See, we have this stuff that is specific to the height and width of the game. Interesting. I wonder, are we using that for anything else? Let's just go look. Yeah, we're using it for other stuff. Okay, let's think about this. If we move the map into the game settings and built it there, the one problem is the map needs the group. See, here's where you should separate your view and your data, because if our data was separated from our view, then we could easily take this data. This is our map data, right? And we could have we could just move this to somewhere else. But currently the map has all of its data here, deep inside the map. So what I'm just thinking is that we need to reload the map from data anytime that we have a new game or change of save file. Okay, let's just do something here. Okay, so load it from loaded data. This is on create. So one of the things we can do is we should get rid of bulb game. Bulb game when you leave to the main menu. So I think actually what we'll do is we'll destroy scenes when you go back to the main menu. I think it's called destroy. Oh, it's a remove scene or destroy? Let's see. This function removes a specified scene and optionally recycles it. A destroy event is first dispatched for the scene. Specifying the scene and removing it entirely. Should recycle. What is should recycle? Should recycle. That's not helpful. What does it mean to recycle? Oh, here we go. This means the scenes. Okay. You may want to set should recycle. True. This means the scene's self.view display group will be removed, but its scene object will remain in memory. This may improve loading time if you access the scene frequently. We don't care about that. So this is something that we want to do whenever you come to the menu screen. Hopefully it doesn't blow up if the scene doesn't exist. That's always really annoying. That's all we care about is remove scene. Composer remove scene. So here we go. Whenever we want to do this, we're going to say is create old data and mark that not in game. And we're just going to get rid of our 3 main scenes. Yeah, that's fine. What the heck is it? It's game scene, forest scene, and home scene. There we go. I think that should be good. Okay. Let's exit. Okay, so that didn't cause any initial problems. Okay, so let's go look at hello 1. Okay, that's what it's got. Now, you can see now it's creating the map when I go back to these things. Hey, there's 3. So let's do this. Put some in there. Shovel these guys. Great. That's all saved. Exit. Load. Hello 1. Great. Exit. Load. Hello 2. Great. All different. Load. Hello 3. Great. They're all different. I wonder why this is saving twice though. Right after loading. Oh, that's right. Because this is saving player data. It's not saving the map. That's fine. Don't care about that. That's this save game, right? It's just saving player data. We're doing that fairly frequently. And we can get rid of this loading. Okay, cool. So that fixes our saving and loading. Now you can save and load from different gardens. You can actually exit to the main menu and choose to load a different game. And if you're in a game and you refresh, you're going to go right back to where you were. Awesome. Except not quite, because if I'm in the forest and I refresh, I am no longer in the forest. So let's figure that out. So we want like a current location. So first let's go to main. Let's take a look at this. Let's see. So where do we want to see that? Okay, so we're gonna load game, right? Here's the load game. What happens when we load game? Load game, loaded data, loaded file, self, that's player data. All goes into player data. Okay, so we're gonna add this to player data. So let's go look at player data. We're gonna put current location. Oh look, we had died in forest. We never finished that. We should definitely go back to that. At least I don't think so. Its current location is normally the garden. Great. Set up from game data. We're gonna want current location equals player data dot current location. This is of course gonna break all of our player data where we don't have that. So we're gonna want to go fix that. And that's fine though. Set up from game data, get game data. I'm gonna make this nicer. Comma. Didn't forget the comma that time. Nice. Current location equals self dot current location. Great. I'm gonna put spaces in here. I kinda hate this. Without spaces. Gotta put them in the right place though. Okay, there we go. That looks good. Now, what I just want to do is go fix our game data because this is gonna break it, of course. Nope, that's the garden data. That's not what we want. I need to move this to a place where I can actually open it. Okay. Save data 1. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna manually edit this. Say current location is garden. So this will work for all of our current ones. We're eventually going to want to go through and delete all of our data and make sure that everything works from a new install. But for right now, we're going to live with manually editing it. And wait, did home, garden, forest? Great. Okay, now we're just going to go here. We're gonna go bulb game settings dot player data dot I'm not sure that's what we want. So player data. Self.player data. You set up from game data. Oh yeah, this just has a reference to player data. Cool. And the player data has all this stuff. Oh yeah, so we're gonna have to. Okay, that's good. Player data dot current location. Garden. And we go there. And else if it's that, we go here. I am doing Control-Shift-D to duplicate these lines, and then I'm doing or Shift-Command-D to duplicate the lines, and then Control-Command-D, or Control-Command-Arrow to move them around. I really need to get, there's a cool tool that shows your key presses as you're doing it. I really want to get that so that you can see what I'm doing. Need to look into that. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Otherwise, we just whoop. You know, we'll just want to go to the game scene. Something goes wrong there. Okay, exit. Okay, so this is interesting. So, hello 1. It's in the garden. We refresh. Hey, we're in the garden. Hello 2. Oh, we're still in the garden. Ah, and I refreshed, but it came to the home. Okay, so that's interesting. Load. Hello 2. But if I refresh, now it's already in Hello 2. Oh, that's right. Load. Hello 3. Refresh. Hey, we're in the forest. So the thing is, we're only doing this on initial load right now. What we want to do, I'm just gonna actually take this and we're gonna say bulb game settings, go to where left, we're gonna say go to current location. Great, now we're gonna go into bulb game settings, which I'm looking at right here and didn't even realize it. We're gonna add this cool thing. We're gonna do this. Maybe we want to put it down here. Game settings. Go to current location. Now we're gonna do that. This doesn't have access to Composer, so we're gonna put Composer there. Okay, so that will just go straight to that location. And now, save that there. Now we just want to say when we load a scene. Yeah, when you're making a new save scene, it's not going to happen. It's only going to happen when you're going to a load scene. This, we just want to replace with bulb game settings, go to current location, Composer, relaunch. Cool. So let's try that out. Load game. Hello 1. Hey, we're in the garden. We refresh. Hey, we're in the garden. Load 2. Hey, we're at the home. Refresh. Hey, we're still at the home. And 3. Hey, we're out in the garden. Now, one of the things I want to see is this. We should save these. So I have 3 strawberries. I refresh. Hey, I still have 3 strawberries. Cool. So I can go here. Awesome. I can go here. Awesome. Let's do a little testing, make sure that We can then go back out into the garden. Oh, that was right? 1711. Go out into the garden. Let's get this little L shape. Let's go here. Let's go back. Cool. That looks like our garden. Oh, that's funny. If I go here, we just banked the strawberries, so they're gone now, of course, which is fine. And now we just go here. And of course we can go here. Good. Go here. Cool. Now we just need to update that when you go to different places. So all it is entered. Oh, no. Interesting. I want to see something. Wait, what is this function? Where does it live? Keep. Oh, it's in player data. Keep temp items. Yeah, see, that saves the game. That's not the saving. Is it the saving we want to do? Let's go look at this. What I'm looking at is, yeah, save game, that saves the player data. Okay, so this is what I want, is this is gonna save player data already. So else, we still want to save. What is it? What the heck's going on around here? Save game, that's what we want. Save game. And before this, we want to say, no, not pull game. Oh yeah, pull game settings, dot player data, dot current location equals garden. Great. Now we're gonna copy that. Okay, let's go to forest. And when we enter the forest, we want to do the same thing. And then also hold game settings, save game. I want to make a comment here. Keep temp items. Already calls. Game settings. Save game. So we don't have to. And here we're going to say save game to record current location. Cool. Now the forest. We got this going on. That looks good. Minus the fact that this should say forest. And now we just need the home. Entered. Home. Great. So let's try that out. So we're gonna load the game. Let's go to 1. Yep, we're in the garden. Let's go to 2. We're in the home. And 3. We're out in the forest. Great. Now we're out in the forest. Now we're in the garden. Now let's refresh. Hey, we're in the garden. Exit, load. Hello 3. Hey, it's in the garden. Go into the forest, exit, load game. Hello 2's in the home. Go back to Hello 3. It's in the garden. Or I mean the forest. Okay, let's go to Hello 1. Let's go back to the home. Exit. Go to Hello 3. Hey, look. Out in the forest. Exit. Game. Hello 1. Boom. So it's looking good. Looks like we've got what we wanted, which is that whenever you're in a save file, it takes you back to where you left off, which is good. Hopefully that's not ever confusing. I think it'll only be confusing for somebody who is either trying to play multiple games or somebody who is hasn't been playing for a while and comes back a little later and everything has changed, so they don't know what's going on. But that's what happens when you leave a game for a really long time. You forget where you were and it sucks, so don't do that. Awesome. Everything looks like it's doing well. Okay, so that's our saving and loading. Looks like we got that to-do done. Save, load your current location. Totally done. And exit button. Totally done. We are cooking today. It's awesome. Okay, I don't know what game menus we need. Eventually we're gonna have, like, you know, normal options menu that's like turn sound on and off. Also turn sound effects on and off, probably. I have a way that I do sound, which I will show you eventually. Oh, maybe that's something I should do. Add sound effects and music. That's something we will eventually get to, which will be cool. Update menu with forest actions. Cool. Death of player in the forest. And tutorials credits. Load image assets. Okay, so I don't want to dive into anything too critical right now, so I want to do just some basic stuff. So why don't we go ahead and just make an options menu. It's going to be, I want to check out these menus too. Okay, that's great. That's actually probably just going to be baked into the background initially, because I don't plan on doing localizations. We'll see if I ever get to the point of exploring that. I'd actually have to have one of these things take off, because localizations is a lot of effort. I mean, if no other thing, you have to go pay for different localizations for different strings. But anyway, let's just go do some basic maintenance, add some menu icons and stuff. We got some time. So, yeah, and this is maybe a good time to remind you that you can go get all the code on GitHub. All the free fancy code. Go get it. Go love the code. Oh, you know what? This is something I want to do. Before we sign off on that stuff and say that it's good, we're going to do a little test to make sure that it works when you just start a game. So if we move all of our stuff in here, and now we go look at it, and we refresh. Okay, so that's all good. Now this is good. This is good. I think it's gonna blow up when we go out into the forest. Oop. Yeah, there's nothing in the forest. In order to have something, oop. Oh yeah, when there's nothing in the forest, you can't get out. Ah. Forest map. Okay, so yeah, things blow up. What I want to do... Oh wait, you know what? I thought that we had created an initial map. Because I went and made this basic init file to make sure that that's in bulb builder. That's annoying. Okay, so we do want to make sure that this is in global build mode to start. So let's go delete the save data. Huh? No, I can't find it. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, so let's try this again. It's important to test your code. Huh. Well, that's not right. This is in build mode. It should go straight to builder scene. In fact, I can get rid of that now. I don't think we're gonna ever change that back. Okay, so it's in build mode. Build mode, great. See if we go home. Interesting. Now we've gone and broken stuff. So let's focus on fixing stuff then with the builder. So let's close other stuff. Let's get all this garbage out of the way. Save our to-do list. Don't wanna lose that guy. Okay. Bulb game settings. Okay, what I want to look at is we have this init forest, right? Maybe let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, it's just basic init data. So if we fail to load init, then what it does is it loads basic init, but you still have to save that. So an alternative is maybe maybe we don't do this here. Maybe what we do is we do this. So yeah, I have an idea. We're going to put this here. We are going to take this thing. On creation, it loads the init. That's fine. We're going to take this guy out of here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this. So when you're here and you say, I am just starting a game scene, right? Start name, forest current map, blah, blah, blah. We're going to say setup from data. Here we go. Because this is always going to happen. Setup from data is always going to happen. If main data dot map names. Okay, so if the length of our map names is less than or equal to 0, that means that we have no map names. What we want to do is we want to save basic init data as a map. we're gonna go how do we do that actually? What's our normal way of saving a new map? Saving. Add map name. Get save data. Here we go. This is what we want. We're just going to do this here. Add map name. Map name is going to be init. And the save data is going to be, well, we're just going to replace it. Basic init data. There we go. And we're going to save basic init data to init. There we go. That should work. Okay, so we save all that. Let's delete this. Let's relaunch. So we go to the builder and we're already at the init. That's fine. Why? Current save file, a nil value. Bulb game settings, line 87. Current save file. Oh yes, because this is never. But what are we saving? Why are we saving? Yeah, this is, our builder has complicated things a little bit. Because when we go play, yeah, see, I don't like this. So our builder basically saves some initial data, and when we do that, it has to save this temp data, and it's going to attempt to save. Well, this is what we could do. If, was it global build mode, return, then return end. I don't know if you can do that in one line in Lua. It's called an inline if. We'll see if that works. So let's again get rid of this stuff. So it did save it. It did save a new init file. That's cool. I want to get rid of these locations, which we'll fix in a bit. Okay, so nope, line 88. How did it get to line 88? If global build mode. Did I not? Nope, that's correct. Then return. Can you not do like an easy an early return? Maybe that's not a thing you can do. I'm gonna fix this right now because it's just annoying me. What we have is what are those called? There's trees, there's dirt. Oh, you know what? We can find out by looking at bulb game settings. Not bulb game settings. Bulb builder settings. Nav, that's what we want. Okay, here we go. Nav. So here's a tile that is nav. And what we want to do is get rid of that guy, because there will be no test 3. We're going to put dirt. And we're going to find the next nav. Find nav. Test 1. Sorry, nav. This one's going to become dirt. Oh no. I hate when that happens. Custom data. Dirt. one more. Nope, that one goes back to the game scene. That's not the one we want. This is the one we want. Great. Let's get rid of that. Cool. Ah, yes. And because it saved it and it loaded it, which now we know it's doing that correctly. There we go. Now we don't have these extra navs that are not valid. Now let's go look at why this is breaking. Line 90. Ugh. Interesting. Line 90. Global build mode is true. I want to see if it's even hitting that. If it thinks that global build mode is not true, that would be something. Oh, look at that. It thinks global build mode is not true. Is global build mode not actually global? What? I mean, we have to use it to go here. How is it not global? Well, that's weird because we are using it in other places, aren't we? Global build mode. Ah, that's why. We're setting it to false. Because once you leave, you can't come back. That's weird, right? Because isn't that what we were relying on to know that you are not in a, like you're in the build state? No, but we got rid of the ability to go back. Of course, that means that once you go out of the build mode, well, right now, let's take a look at this. So here's a couple things I want to try. One, let's see if you can actually play it. You can play your garden and you can move around and this will take you back. So that's good. That's great even. Walk around the wall. Interesting. So Oh, so this is probably good actually, because if I took this out, because I just noticed that if you look at the logs, it is getting called, which means that if I hit play here, it's gonna blow up. Cool. Okay, so we actually do want that. Testing a forest map. Okay, that's well and good, but now we need the problem of going home. But if it doesn't allow you to go back, once you leave you can't come back, let's send them to the main scene. Not the main scene, menu scene. That should work. So then here's you're in the play mode or whatever. Now you go home. You're here, right? So now you can load a game. Oh, they're all empty. Actually, what happens if I try to load an empty one? Oh, let's fix that. But yeah, I can go play. is great. I can go to build, which will bring me here. I can go to exit, which should not be in the build mode. So that's something cool. We just figured out. We should go into bulb forest. And let's get rid of the exit button when we're in build mode. Yeah, so we can actually do this. Which is not what I thought we wanted. Building map name. I think that's what we want. Okay, so when I go out and play, we don't want you to exit. We just want you to go back to the build mode. You can do this stuff, great. You can go back to the build mode, everything's fine. Then we can go home. Start a new game. Hello one. Start it. Hey, it works. And then I can go out into the forest. Hey, there's a forest. I can get some strawberries. I can go back. Got a strawberry now. That's cool. Go out, go back. Great. Go here, go home. Let's go here, refresh. See, we're still in build mode. So now if I go home, well, it'll send me to the menu, but I can still get back there. Cool. Okay, that all works. Let's change that to say menu. Entered. What did I just change? Oh yeah, select tool. Wrong type. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I'm just switching the wrong one at the start. Main menu. Cool. So now when you're in the builder, it sends you the main menu. Great. New game. No, let's not go to new game. Let's go to load. Hello one. Great. Now I want to fix this. So let's go take a look. Why does that happen? Player data. 19. Setup from game data. Definitely should not be doing that. Well, this is weird. Oh, you know what? We're just not doing anything. Like, so if we go look at this, load game, what does it do? I mean, it actually tries to load even if the game doesn't exist. That doesn't make any sense. This needs to say if all game settings dot, we're gonna say is, probably want to change this to use this function elsewhere, because I think this is pretty common. I need to stop like sitting back. I keep sitting back and then sitting forward and sitting back and then sitting forward, because I realize when I sit back you probably can't hear me as well, which is not good. So what I want to do is valid save. We're gonna make a little function here. Game settings is valid save. I mean, I thought we already did this. We are doing it somewhere. Oh, it's probably in like new game. Sig name scene. Okay. you are doing it in the menu before you go to the start new game. Where is it? On start new game. Oh, it just does get open save. So our function get open save. No empty save. Ah, that just checks to see if it. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we do need this isValidSave function. So isValidSave. So let's say self.saveFiles IDX and so does it exist and is it not empty? So here we're going to say if it's a valid save, then do this. Else, I think we put an alert somewhere in here. Where did we do this? I thought we were doing somewhere there was an alert where we were using the default native alert to say like, hey, you can't do that. Let's see if there's somewhere that we can find that. Nope, just doing system fonts. Huh. What the heck is it called? Show alert. We not using show alert? I guess we're not. Huh. Weird. I don't know why chose not to. Okay. Well, for right now, let's just not do anything. That's probably sufficient. We'll add an alert or something later to say like, hey, you did something wrong. Okay, there we go. Let's go to the main menu, load game. Would be cool if we referenced our objects correctly. Okay, yes, you can't load empty one. Oh, but you can't load that one either. That's annoying. Oh. Gotta check the selected index, otherwise we're just checking nothing. I'm just gonna put a little note there in our console. Hey, 2 is not a valid save file, 3 is not a valid save file, but 1 is. Awesome. Great. Now we go exit, we go make a new game. I'm gonna call it Hello 2. Start the game. Great. We can do stuff. Put down some blueberries. Now we can load. Oh no. No. This is not good. Well, they're saved. What happened to the file name? Let's refresh. Load game. Now there it is. Okay, so there is a problem where the name is not being updated. Okay, I think I can fix this one thing and then we will call it a day. So I think the issue is here. We make the buttons. Yeah, so what we want to do is we're going to show the buttons here. Because these are going to get the names, of course, based on... Now, yeah, you know what? Why don't we just do that? That's dumb. Okay, here. We're going to go back. That's great. Okay, so what we want to do is... When we make the buttons, their label. Here we go. Oh, damn it. Okay, so we want label is this. So what we're going to do is we insert each play button. We're going to have to keep... Wait, what? Why is there just one play button? That's weird. We're going to go play buttons. We're going to say a local play button. We're going to go say play buttons. I equals play button. Now what we're going to do is when we enter, or we show, we're going to do this. I think that should work. So we're going to be really annoying to test. And this needs to change to one of our nice I want to find ones that I don't have to remember how to write it because it's annoying because I can never remember the proper is. There's got to be one in the freaking forest, right? Map. No. Oh, here we go. For loops in Lua have a weird, annoying syntax, so sometimes, like right now, I just want to look them up instead of having to remember them. What were we doing? We were on the load scene. Here we go. This is what we want. I'm going to do play buttons. And we want to just go remove each of them. Now what I want to do is say play button. There's nowhere that we're... Oh yeah, of course, that's what we're using, play buttons. I equals play button. Great. Cool. Main menu, load game, something broke. 115. Oh, oops. Can't do commas. Don't need a semicolon, but you can't do a comma. Okay, so load game. Oh, come on. Play buttons is a nil value. I think so. This might also run. No, but see, it's gonna happen right here. Oh, that's why. Play buttons, when we start, this needs to equal an array. Needs to exist. You can't, if it doesn't exist, certainly can't add anything to it. And actually, let's do that a little differently. We're gonna take that guy, copy it. We're gonna go do it in create. There we go. Main menu, load. Okay, looks good. We're gonna load hello 2. Cool. We're gonna load hello 1. Let's go, hello 1 is gonna go here. Hello 2. Load hello 1. Okay, good. These gardens are different. It's so hard for me to remember what the heck I'm looking at and if it's changed. Okay, so we've loaded a bunch of those things. Now we're gonna go new. We're gonna say hello 3. We're gonna start game. Great. This is actually, you know what? Why don't we draw a 3? Oh, I don't have enough to draw 3. Okay. Exit load game. Damn. That did not work. I wonder if these are accurate. We've created a new save file. Maybe it's only on loading. No, the name is there. The name should definitely be there. Let's go D2. Okay, this is gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be super annoying because I'm gonna have to go delete all this stuff. And we refresh. Go to the main menu, load game. They're all empty, great. Calls 1, start the game. Load game. Okay. Already off to a bad start. Why are these not doing anything? Make a play button. Play buttons. Play button. It's got to be calling that, right? Changing labels. Cancel. New game. 2. Start game. Exit. Load game. Okay, I think there might be something wrong with our starting a new game. So, save files, current save file. Name. It's got a name. Empty. False. This is really annoying. Let's see if we can just print out this, see what's happening. I'm gonna build up so many junk files in my trash while I'm testing this. Only got 10 minutes left, so we gotta figure this out real quick. Okay, so no. Great, that's totally fine. Interesting. So these are right, but I'm betting the label is wrong. I think I'm changing the label wrong. SDK button, change label. Oh, why did somebody's got something? Oh, there's like a set label method. Is that right? Ugh. Of course there's a set label method. Oh, that's annoying. this is it because I gotta finish it or YouTube's going to be annoyed and cut this video apart. Ooh. What? That did not work. Let's see what set label does. Oh, yes, of course. Okay. Hopefully that's it. Okay. Ah, now see they say empty 2. So now if I go in and I say new game, and I say 2, and I say start game, and I exit, load game. Ah, now it says 2. And this is good. Load game, exit 2. Great. Okay, perfect. So now let's just change this to not say 2. A little comment here. Update for newly created saves. Great. All right, we're done. As always, like, subscribe, share, do all the things. You know, get it out there. Make sure that people know about it. Follow me on Twitch. I do other stuff. I do some Let's Plays as well. And I'm also creating a lot of different things that I share on Twitch. So, you know, follow me on Twitch, like, subscribe, do all this stuff. YouTube as well. It's down there if you're on YouTube. I think it's down there if you're on Twitch as well. So go do all the things. All right, thanks. And yeah, I'm gonna go upload this stuff to Git. So go check it out. Have a good one. Bye.